Well, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? This your boy MisterJaay coming on the way. Was good? Your dick gang was good, mother. Yo, this is not going to be a reaction to any music, you dig? We just going to talk about the situation happening in Nigeria, man. Whatever happens to one African nation, it got to be the cry of every African nation, you dig? As MisterJaay, as a YouTuber, and we are gradually building an influencing community. I just want to give you guys my take. Now, from a standpoint of politics, I studied that, sometimes all our African presidents who end up doing this kind of mess are those African presidents and leaders who, for some reason, they actually are unfit for office. When you are unfit for office, you turn to rely on the judiciary arm. And when you look at government, we talk about the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary arms, the three arms of government. And when the executive decides to start influencing the judiciary, there's always going to be a whole lot of injustice, careless killings. I'm talking about summary killings without judgment. Now, there's going to be a whole lot of arrest of dissidents. Like, if you don't conform to what they want, the agenda they're pushing, you get arrested. Now, this is all, if you study politics, if you understand politics like I do, I saw this shit coming from a mile away. From the moment I knew that this man in power was a retired general who had tried to take over power in the past, I knew that this man's gonna come with some kind of bad energy into the system. Now, I'm not Nigerian, but I feel for you, my brothers, crying and the End SARS movement. When you start a movement like this, we gotta keep in mind the purpose of the movement. When people cry foul to something that is going on, to something that they think as citizens is not supposed to be the way it is supposed to be, it's because they voted for these leaders. Now, a whole lot of us Nigerians might say, I did not vote for Buhari or this and that. But he ended up being a president, kind of like Trump is. Now, if you see people with dictatorship tendencies, you see people with authoritative tendencies, you will see it's a mirror image of that. Trump uses the military he used them to tear gas supporter. He used them to intimidate. He uses them. That is what this man is using in Nigeria. Now, when you guys go into Congress, you vote to create SARS. I don't know how your process worked out there, but I believe he went through Congress and the House of Senate, and then he was approved, and then they went into function. When you guys was creating this, there is something called you have to train these people. Now, we all know that in Africa, some of the top generals are not the most educated people. People who just lived high school or primary school back in the day, and just hop into the military, and then they start climbing the ranks, and they end up being at the top. Commander, commissioner, lieutenant, I don't know the ranks and everything in the military and whatnot, but that kind of person is not well educated, and times are changing. A society that has a military or a judiciary system that vehemently denies to evolve with its time, vehemently denies to not want to grow as per the demands of its people, it's always going to end up like this. Now, if you create SARS and you realize that there are some bad seeds in SARS, I'm not saying everybody in SARS is evil, because I don't believe that 100% of a group be bad. There gotta be some exceptions. Why don't you implement, talk about drastic, draconian rules? We all know that in the military, if you go against it, you are judged differently, and your sentence is different. You are court-martials, and you are done things. So, the thing is this. SARS is it's not functioning. Alright? Scrap it. Alright? Because all those, if you if your family was killed by a SARS member, you have the right within the Constitution to actually take this person to court, because out of that SARS responsibility, you are a citizen like any one of them manifesting. And if you are if you are against people fighting for the right, people calling for change, people seeking for a better way of cohesion. Now I mean, because you gotta, man, the civilians, well, in good democracies, I'm not gonna say there's no democracy in Africa, period. There's no democracy in Africa. Let's all agree on that part. I know some of you are not gonna agree, but democracy is not an African thing. Africa was doing better with kings. The monarchies. I'm talking about our kings. You see how we respect them, the chiefs, the kings, the Igwes, and everything? That structure, picture that structure to rule a country. It was better. Back in the days in the Oyo empires, we all know these things, man. But let's come back to SARS. If something doesn't work, what is stopping the audience? What is stopping the audience to just say, hey? I'm talking about audience. When I refer to audience, I'm talking about the Congress. What is stopping these people to have an extraordinary meeting to sort this matter out? But if it's something that concerns putting money in their pockets, we all know how African politicians are. They are corrupt from east to west. Y'all are the same. The political elites in Africa, greedy sons of U-Diiig. It is what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. Nobody is even paying attention to that. The politicians, nobody's saying, hey, let's go out. Well, I don't know if they did that already. Let me just put that disclaimer out there. Maybe they did, I don't know. But I'm saying, you call an extraordinary session in Congress, you guys vote, you table that thing to the House of Senate, you vote, and you pass it to the president, who must sign. I don't know how an African president is going to be very comfortable understanding that there is manifestation, there is disorder in one part of his country. Look at the case in Cameroon. I'm not going to dwell on that because SARS isn't happening in Cameroon. But you're starting your little the phone tax movement. And I was trying to school this little girl on Twitter, and this retarded, excuse me to call you retarded, because there are certain things from your conversation I could just tell that you don't even know nothing about social change. Hashtagging is not going to affect nothing, especially in a country with a regime that has been prone not to do anything. Nigeria is better because Nigerians, I admire your courage because you guys take to the street. You guys manifest. You guys put things to them. You table each to them. Peaceful manifestation. Peaceful protest. Calling for what? Societal change. Scrap the SARS. Why are they turning left and right? You say you've disbanded SARS, but then they are still going on it. It doesn't work like that, man. What happened to the people killed? What's going to happen to the people who shot the civilians? Murder is murder. It doesn't matter if you're in the military or not. Murder is murder. Most constitutions know that. You are just going to be judged in the military court differently, but murder is murder. So my heart goes out to you people, man. Keep fighting, man. Africa, let's start our sub-Saharan spring season, man. The north of Africa did that. Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, the Arab Spring. Let's start that movement. Unilaterally. I mean, let's do it. Man, I stand with you, and my heart goes out to all those who've lost their lives during this thing. Now, I mean, the NSARS thing, I pray that there is an everlasting solution. That's my take. I don't condone none of that. I don't want to think that you walk on the street and somebody stops you to check your phone on the pretext that you look like a scammer, so you cannot dress good, you cannot own good shit. I mean, we know Nigeria is known for that, but damn it, you cannot just stop anybody anywhere and just because you got a gun and everything, none of that. It's not cool at all. So let's wake up, man. Be good, be nice. Give us a thumbs up if you felt this. If I gave you value on this, leave your comment. What you think, man? All the manifestation protests going on, just keep it peaceful. I beg of you guys, cause they are looking for a reason, a motive to start killing. They don't give a damn. They have their Western, their European masters to listen to, but to their own audience, they care less. Now, I mean, so let's keep it peaceful. I don't want to see another bloodshed. I don't want to see a repeat of the Abiokota crisis. I read about that, the Biafran war and everything, you know. It's not a good look. I love you guys. Be good, be nice. Once again, I'm out of here. Peace out.